Hi, everybody. Teacher at home with yet another book review, Ishmael Beah's A Long Way Gone, Memoirs of a Boy Soldier. This book is a brutally honest, unapologetic look at what it is like to become a boy soldier in Africa. And you can see the image on the cover is really quite telling. It's a memoir, so it does. So Bea is writing about what he knows, and it really follows this young man's life from initially living in his village where he's happy with his family, through running away from the militias that are coming into these villages, and they're recruiting soldiers, and they're looking for enemies, and they're killing people, and what happens when young Ishmael is separated from his family and he's on his own trying to find a safe haven. Unfortunately for him, he does not find a safe haven. He is ultimately forcefully recruited into a militia, and once there, he becomes an active member and an extremely good soldier. Uh, so, as a soldier, Bey is really honest. He's unapologetic about the killing that he does as well. That's just who he was. That is his life as a boy soldier. Ultimately, he is rescued from the militia and brought to an international center to hopefully rehabilitate and recuperate from what's happened to him, the mental and emotional trauma that has driven a young boy to become a killer. And again, in this center, what is it like for him now to be placed in this center, in this city, and, who is he and how does he balance his own feelings of being a mature man with the lack of perspective that he has simply because he's a kid? I have to say that kids are fully formed individuals. The only difference between a teenager and a grown up is perspective, really. Um, and so you really get a sense that this is a kid who really is just his perspective is gone. And how do you get him back to a perspective that is not murderous, really? Um, a really phenomenal piece of work, honest and open. Nothing for parents to really be concerned about, except you have an unapologetic teenage killer and a man who's talking about it without this sense of remorse, because why should he be remorseful about the life that he had, given the fact that uh, he tried really hard to avoid it? That's the honesty that I think comes through here, is that yes, he did it. Yes, he killed it. He was a soldier. That's what soldiers do. Now he's been rehabilitated to the point where he can write this book. It's a recent addition to school libraries, and you may or may not see your son or daughter reading it. I think if your child does bring this book home, and it should be a high school book, hopefully of the upper grade levels because it's world literature, you will have a phenomenal opportunity to have conversations with your kid about what do they think. So read it. It's not a challenging read. It's actually quite compelling, and I think you'll get through it really quickly. I read the whole book in like I don't know 2 days. I couldn't put it down. So congratulations, kudos to Ishmael Beah, one for surviving this life, but additionally for the powerful piece of literature that he's created from his experiences. So, once again, this is Teacher at Home with another book review. Thumbs up for A Long Way Gone by Ishmael Beah. And if you have a chance to read it, or if you have read it, please add to the comments, like, share, subscribe to my videos, and I will see you in the classroom.